Okay, we're out of the van. In the background there, just behind the van, that's Oak Hills, which is basically, my house is just over there, amongst those houses you see in the distance. This is Balgownie Woods here. Lovely. This is our normal walking spot. We just head down that little path there. Takes us right down into the woods, and I could walk to the house from here. Probably take me about, I don't know, 45 minutes. And it's off-road all the way. It's paths through the country all the way. And we're right in the middle of sort of farmland here. Just in relation to fields. There's some little holiday lodges over there. Little camping pods. But we're going to go this way tonight. This is into the forest rather than, so they're the woods, but if we go the other way we're into Tullyallen Forest, which is just in West Fife, before you hit Clackmannan. Quite handy because there's a little map here. So where are we? Yeah, so Tullyallen or Davila Forest is this bit here. At the moment we are right at this point here. So if we'd gone that other path, we went round Balgownie Woods, and if we'd carried all the way through there, it would take us right through Blair Hall, and I could have went back to my house in Comrie, right along, because this is a cycle path. This blue line is a cycle path, and then the purple lines are paths as well that are nearby to the house. So it's paths, and all these coloured lines, these are all just paths in this area. But you can see when you get to the forest, you could wonder, and I've cycled around probably every one of those paths, or walked around every one of those paths in the time that I've lived here. But like I said, the landowners get financial support. So if you look here, there's gates in here. So landowners get support, and what you also have is you have a lot of kind of community-based organisations that get funded to help maintain all of these paths. So you'll see the grass has been cut here, but this is a path that cyclists can use, walkers like myself, and like I said, earlier in the video, this is the difference I think between Scotland and other places. I mean, even there's a difference between Scotland and England, and the fact that England, you're down there, you've got green lanes, what they call green lanes, but you're allowed to take motorbikes and vehicles and everything up them, whereas here that's very much frowned upon. Anything motorised is frowned upon. It's really, they're encouraging people to have healthy pursuits like walking and cycling. And part of that is just down to the fact that Scotland has a reputation, particularly in the cities, sort of Glasgow and Edinburgh, probably more so Glasgow, that they're really unhealthy. Everybody thinks that we wander about in kilts all day eating deep fried Mars bars or deep fried pizza. I can't remember the last time I had a deep fried pizza. Anyway, so yes, we do have a reputation for an unhealthy diet, and a lot of our unhealthy diet is more to just do with the fact it's cold and wet here all the time. So you want something kind of warm and comforting. So we tend to comfort eat here, particularly in the winter months. But like I say, I'll go back to the point I was making is we are, Scottish Government, certainly under the SNP, Scottish National Party, are genuinely, them and the Greens to be fair, are trying to do a lot to change century-old habits of us drinking, eating unhealthy and dying young. That said, I was watching something, some stats last week at work, and they were basically saying for the first time the average age for a male in Scotland dying has dropped below 60. So in some respects we're not getting any better, but I think that is certainly within impoverished communities or where poverty exists, people are dying younger. But I think it's, poor life choices, let's call it that, in relation to drugs and alcohol, that's bringing that average down. But it did worry me when I seen it. I thought, it's dropped below 60. I'm 63 this year. But then when I think back, my mother died at 43. My stepfather died in his late 30s. They both died from cancer. But it just shows you that we do have a low life expectancy, and there are people that are living a lot longer now. People are living well into their 80s now. But it just depends how you've looked after yourself. So, Jack and I are going to continue our walk up the path. This probably goes for about another half mile, and then we're into the forest. We'll maybe wander around the forest, and then we'll come back. It's first week in May. I think when I looked at the weather, it said it was 12 degrees today, but it feels like 9, and it's because it's quite a brisk wind today, so it's keeping the temperature down. However, when I looked at the forecast for Lipara today, it was 24 degrees. So guess where I'd rather be right now. Okay, I think that's enough. I hope that was informative.